You put my slides up? Hey.
Ooh, perfect timing. Hey, Riley.
Riley, welcome in. Welcome in.
Good evening, everyone. We are back live and in color. We are here. We are inviting you to another journey with Kelly and at the helm with Kelly and Wayne.
And maybe Riley.
I'm
Kelly. Hi.
And I'm Wayne. And anyway, Riley. All right, Riley was on. Riley was on for a little bit. But come on, join in, grab a seat, grab a chair, get comfortable. Join in with us as we voyage for the next little while to entertain, to equip, and to enlighten on this on life journey. It is Thursday, May the 28th. Thursday, May the 28th. May is almost gone.
Yep.
Almost gone from here. But we are glad to be here again. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is doing good. What is on tap for the summer? Summer is around the corner. May not know it. Maybe you may know it a little bit this week by the weather, but it's been hot, cold, hot, raining. But weather's sure to change soon. But what does everyone have on tap for the summer?
Before we talk about, we know that in the the outer world, Memorial Day kicks off summer. We Memorial Day observed. We observed. Okay, Riley's pushing buttons. We observed Memorial Day by going to a historic Black cemetery here in Raleigh. It was the Hillcrest Cemetery, where when at a time when this country was segregated and Black and white people were not even buried together, which is kind of odd to me. Like, for people who are leaving this world and going to the next, did they think they were going to a segregated place? You die, you're going to a segregated place. So to have a segregated cemetery makes no sense. But of course, white supremacy makes no sense. And so if you don't understand racism and white supremacy, then everything you think you know or makes sense will never make sense. Mm-hmm. So shout out to the historic Hillcrest Cemetery. There is a group who has taken on maintenance of that cemetery. They're called the Friends of Hillcrest Cemetery, and they do fundraisers to keep up the maintenance on that cemetery. So they are looking for support in that vein. So I don't know if there is a link. I'll find the link and put it in there, but just want to put that top of mind that there are people out here doing the work to preserve our history and the legacy of those who are buried there. And there were people there from the late mid 1800s. And so we know that some of those people were just out of enslavement, out of bondage. But we also, because it was Memorial Day, could see that there were people there who have given their life, who gave their life, who fought in every war that this country has had. And so there has been Black representation in every war. And Memorial Day, as we know it now, came about because Black people in 1865 got together and exhumed bodies in a mass grave, where people who just threw people in a mass grave without dignity. And so Black people decided that they would exhume those bodies and give them a proper burial. And it was called Decoration Day.
Mm-hmm.
Decoration Day. Again, May 1st, 1865, where about 10,000 people got together to pay honor to those soldiers who had been killed in the Civil Wars, 1865. And so Decoration Day has now been co-opted and is now Memorial Day, where we talk about hot dogs and hamburgers and cookouts.
Mm-hmm.
And we may lose sight of the real reason behind community. Community came together to honor those who some people just threw in a hole with no dignity. And so, yeah, Memorial Day kicks off summer.
Yes.
Yay, summer.
It's on.
And happy Memorial Day. And we do honor and pay respect and homage to those who paid the ultimate price, especially when we are in a conflict right now. Illegal, immoral, unholy war over in Iran. And we have Whiskey Pete at a graduation ceremony at West Point. Again, just spewing their racist rhetoric and talking about seeing me when I think he was in the National Guard. I don't know. Where's Riley's parents? They have to mute and call for Jordan.
Yeah, we may have to.
Yeah, so that is how we recognize Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
That is
yeah, it is. Yes. Is picture clear? Is the picture clear? Is the picture clear?
Yeah, y'all let us know.
Is the picture clear? What's happening? But yeah, we were grateful to celebrate the Memorial Day service. Again, these people fought in conflicts for freedom when they weren't even granted that freedom. These people fought and for that this country may have rights where they were denied rights. So again, we are just grateful for all of those that share and continue. Let's clear on it. So we are just thankful. So Memorial Day fell on a kind of a weird day this year too, because normally it is. I guess it was still the last Monday, but normally it's toward the 30th or the 31st. But this year it fell on the 25th. So it was kind of a weird week. But what did everyone else do for their Memorial Day? And again, as we kick off summer, what is your plans on tap this summer? Plans on tap for this summer. We had somewhat of a busy week last week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. With advocacy days. Did we do the first advocacy day before we had on last time?
Yeah, it must have. Well, no, was that
So the
last week?
NCI
It was Thursday, May 21st.
But the NAACP had an advocacy day last week, last Thursday, the 21st, where about 10, 11 of us went down to the General Assembly to meet with legislators, to discuss voting rights, property tax, and the Atrium WakeMed merger takeover, whatever you want to call it. They call it a merger. I think it may be more than that. But
they call it a strategic combination.
Yeah, strategic combination.
Those are the words that they use.
Yeah, it's probably
words have power. Words mean things. So hey, I ain't mad at them.
Yeah, so it probably is definitely a little more than that. But we went down and were able to meet with some constituents and meet with some legislators to express our concerns with voting rights and what is happening here. So we're grateful for all of those who joined us down there, all of those who showed up and who continue to show up day in and day out. And what we heard, we've been to, I guess, 2 or 3 advocacy days in the last month or so, and meeting with legislators. And what we continue to hear is there are some rural areas that legislators Do not have, yes, so we can officially wear white after Memorial Day. How long can we do that?
As long as you want. But I think it goes until Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Who
Cool.
said that?
No. Who said it?
Hey, Angela. I don't know.
It's
Hey, Alex.
It's Josephine up here.
Oh, Joe, is that just a Southern thing? I know that's not. That may just be a Southern thing. But I've come to the place now where I'm just rebellious in all ways. So I gotta win to white.
And I'm just unfashionably not fashionable. So I must I will put on something probably wrong all the time. So Josephine said it must be.
But I can't see that. So I don't know what it is. Well, I need to go get them new glasses to put them on.
Exactly. That you talked about so much in your infomercial.
I need to get the new glasses to put them on. Yeah. I can't see.
Yeah, because you needed them because the other ones got tore up and broke so bad.
And there's still a piece laying on the floor over there. Mm-hmm. You can hold that up for show and tell if you want.
We're good.
Okay.
No, I just you need them other one. But what we heard from many legislators were how many of these people in these rural counties were saying that their constituents did not come, did not engage them. So they pretty much said, hey, nobody's saying anything against what we're doing in these bad policies that we are doing. So we're going to continue to do what we do. So we are going to start an organizing campaign to see if we can't find 1-2 point people, some contacts in all districts across North Carolina to where we can bring some people. Kelli actually reached out to not the Speaker of the House, but who was the other gentleman? The one who you reached out to the meeting and said we weren't his constituents.
Oh, I don't. He was in leadership. I don't. He was one of like a deputy speaker or something.
But he's in leadership. He makes decisions that impact all of North Carolina because he's in leadership. And when we called to meet with him at the NAACP, he questioned where we were. Of course, for Wake County, he said, "Oh, you're not one of my constituents, but sir, you make decisions that impact all of North Carolina."
Yeah, he said that his schedule was so packed that he was only making time for his constituents.
Yeah,
so that's why it's important that we all show up.
Yes,
but as a person in leadership,
exactly. Then
he makes decisions that affect every single one of us in the state.
Yes. So
but hey, if there's no accountability, and there was one office that we went to again, someone who was in Republican leadership, their legal assistance was there this all the time. And she was rude. His name was
Schnitzel.
It don't matter. She was mad that I got his name wrong, and I still don't care to pronounce his name. Schnitzel. But if you know it, you know it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they were very rude, and she made the point to say, he's not here today. He's back in his district at his real job because he has to pay bills.
Man, we all have to pay bills.
Excuse me? I was like, yeah. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I mean, I understand that. Like affordability is top of mind for all of us, and paying bills is getting harder by the day. Gas is up, food is up. So yeah, I'm glad. But I felt like she was insinuating that we didn't have jobs. But maybe she just wanted us to know that he got another job. I don't know. But clearly. Yeah, so that was it was not a I'm not even gonna say it wasn't a positive interaction. It was what you expect from those people who already you suspect don't have any morals or concerns or empathy for people, that you can't even be cordial to a group of people who are coming to see their lawmakers. But I was not shocked.
So we say to
her, I was not surprised.
Go on, get.
Yeah. And we might be back to see Mr. Snickerdoodle, whatever his name is.
Whatever his name is.
Whatever his name is.
Yes.
So yeah, and so we would just invite you all to come with us. First of all, let me invite you to join us at the Raleigh Apex branch of the NAACP, where we are doing wonderful things. We need your help. Whatever talent, gift you have, we need your membership, we need your hands, we need your feet, we need your talents. So that the next time we show back up there may be someone from his district. Um, because clearly it matters if they hear from their constituents. And if they never hear from their constituents, they may think that they're doing everything right. Who was it again, Wayne? The quote, Zora Neale Hurston.
Oh yeah. If we're silent about our pain, they will kill us and tell us that
it will kill you and say you enjoyed it.
And say you enjoyed it, that you liked it,
so
that you loved it.
Meet us. Join us. Join us. And I was just looking at our video, and it really kind of looks like our selfies. So it kind of tickled me a little bit.
That's yeah.
Just a little
you
bit.
See where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah, this how our selfies go.
Center me, please.
Yeah. So when we take selfies, it's like, you want to take a selfie? And the picture is like, and I'm like way over here trying to hang on the side.
Yeah. So that's we're not centered, but it's okay.
I mean, but you're right where you want to be. Yeah. Right where you want to be, right where you belong.
All right. Next on the agenda.
Next on the agenda, so one thing we do want to just kind of raise some awareness of is a federal bill that several groups are pushing here in North Carolina, and you can Google it. Is Bill HR 5223. It's also known as the Restore Act. The Restore Act, and so in 1996 there was a bill that was trying to be pushed to allow individuals with previous drug offenses or other felonies to receive food benefits. And so there are over 45,000 people in North Carolina that cannot get food assistance because of past charges. And so if anyone thinks that it is not criminal to starve someone because of a mistake they made, intentionally or unintentionally, I don't care. It doesn't matter whether you intentionally did something or you didn't, or unintentionally. To deny someone access to resources and deny someone, a family, their food, who is maybe a provider for their family because they did something, again, intentionally or unintentionally, take it or leave it, is criminal in itself and evil in itself. So we
also this is the criminal justice system, right? So if we believe that people go to jail or to prison for rehabilitation, to pay their debt to society, why is it that we always hold that over their head? Like, do they pay their debt to society? Do we believe in the criminal justice system? Do we believe in rehabilitation? Because if somebody has done their time and then has not had any other problems for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, 30, 40 years, why are they still being punished? Like the punishment was the time.
Yes.
And they did the time. They paid their debt. So what is it about this criminal enterprise, this criminal justice system that would allow us to starve children because their parents pay their debt to society? Like they did a crime and they did the time, but now their children are suffering. But again, these are the people who are rude to you when you walk into their office. So,
but these are the pro-life people. These are the people who love life. That claim they fight for life, but they support and create legislation, and you have to literally fight, and you have to literally demand and beg them to make changes and difference. And so if you hear that, if you hear the conversations about it, there may be a vote coming up sometime toward the end of summer or the fall. But that is something that is on kind of on the horizon that people are pushing for. Again, it's the Restore Act of 2025. And as you said, there's people can file bankruptcy. And sometimes that is a necessity. Sometimes people have financial crisis. There's one gentleman that filed bankruptcy 6 times. So really, he just used that Chapter 13 bankruptcy to not pay people. But even if you have a financial crisis, even if you have financial mishap, you have to file bankruptcy. You don't have to pay your debts. However, all of that works out. In 7 years, it goes off your record. 7 years, you can go get you an 800 credit score, buy a house, get a car, get loans. You have done the financial time that they claim you needed to do. And after 7 years, you can get that off your record and start afresh. If you like to drive fast, if you can't drive and you hit things, if you just, for whatever reason, if you get points on your driver's license, they stay on there. In 3 years, they drop off. So again, if you can have a good driving record for a couple of years, those points drop off. So these things are set up in society where that is possible to do. So yeah, why shouldn't someone does their time, pays their debt to society, that after a while, you get to remove all of these marks off of your record. There's a few things on my record that, a couple things I did not even do. That would be nice to, kind of do a clean slate. I've been pretty good the last 30 years, maybe 40 years. Been a long time. But yeah, so, getting, and so lawmakers, elected officials, do something for your community, write some legislation to where we can start clearing some records, some expungements after, say, 5-10 years. Get people a fresh start, a do-over, so they can continue through life. That thing that would be very appreciative.
Meanwhile, here in North Carolina, House Bill number 1232, I did also learn that legislators don't care nothing about numbers because they can change. So, yeah. But we know it as House Bill 1232. It has been filed in our North Carolina General Assembly that recognizes life beginning at the moment of fertilization, and any attempt to not have that embryo in your body anymore is calls for capital punishment. Like this man Kidwell said, we can kill you for trying to have an abortion. Again, however you feel about abortion, that is extreme. And this is the kind of things where this is when we say we want like a fighter, like I need somebody now on the, of course, this was on the Republican side because they love life, unless 500 children in foster care in Wake County. Unless you don't want children to eat because their parents committed a crime 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they love life. So I would like to see maybe on the other side, somebody draft a bill that says, at 14, boys are going through puberty. Let's just give them a vasectomy. Like it's reversible. There will be no unwanted pregnancies if we give 14-year-old boys vasectomies until they get married, since that's the thing that they want. Like
Yeah, they want family.
I'm just saying, if someone can file a bill that says we can kill you, we can put you in an electric chair for seeking health care.
Mm-hmm. Then why not?
And I mean, a person does not get pregnant by themselves. Maybe when we go back to see our legislators, I'll just, hey, can you draft this bill?
Yeah, we want to push this bill.
I want to push this bill that when you 14-year-old boys, get ready. Get ready, line up. So yeah, so just kind of keep an eye on that. Again, I will not personally be affected by that. But it's not just, this is when we talk about not just being concerned about yourself, but being concerned about others in the community. But life starts at the moment of fertilization. That is what this bill is. And if you try to have an abortion, you can be killed by the state. This is not make believe. Like this is real life. This is real life. Again, that's House Bill number 1232. We got work to do, y'all.
Much work to do.
We got work to do. So when we say we're going to see our legislators, this is what we're going to see the legislators for.
Yeah. Check your voter registration.
Check your voter registration.
On a weekly basis. They are trying to purge.
Check your friends' voter registration.
Your families. Your neighbors.
Check your boyfriend's voter registration.
Everybody.
Check your enemy. See if your enemy vote. If your enemy vote and you don't vote,
yeah,
do better.
You they friend.
Yes.
You are they friend if you don't vote. So one thing that we are going to try to incorporate here at the Helm with Kelli and Wayne over the next several months is we're going to begin a short little segment, dismantling disinformation. And so we already see, and it's never really stopped, but it's getting ready to pick up even more. The buzzwords, the misinformation, the disinformation that continues to come from these political acts with all of their rhetoric. And you will hear it, and you will hear people repeat what they hear on their favorite news stations. And what we have found out, and many of you have found out, that they really have there's no depth to their thoughts. There's no substance to their conversation. And once you question or ask them or push back a little bit, it really throws them off the game. We actually were in line to vote at not the last midterms, but the last general election. And one of the representatives, whose husband is a campaign manager, was right out there pushing the line. And while everybody was in line waiting for the poll to open, he is engaging with the people in line, which they're not supposed to do. Voter intimidation is really what it was. And he started making claims that, his wife, that candidate, they lowered taxes. And he said one other thing. And so Kelli asked him, so explain how this candidate lowered taxes. What did they actually do? What bill did they write that made taxes lowered?
Please, he started buffering.
Yeah, please. Please.
He started buffering.
He was buffering. And then he started to filibuster. And so he didn't even realize. So they have talking points. They have their rhetoric. And then he actually, there was another question. One person actually he lost 2 voters during the conversation because one person
that were going to go vote for
they were going to go vote for them. And they actually said, you know what? I was going to vote for her and now I'm not because you don't make no sense. And one person screamed out, my taxes actually went up. But again, there's not a whole lot of substance, a whole lot.
It's not. And one, I should not be having that conversation while I'm waiting in line to vote. Like, leave me alone.
Yes.
But these again, they push the boundaries because there's a sign up there that says no campaigning past this point, and their sign was at the line, like literally on the line where it says don't go past this point, and he could harass. I ain't gonna say intimidated because stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it wasn't voter intimidation. And really, I mean, I was standing in line, had nothing else to do. Buddy, let's play.
Yeah, we got time.
Got time today. I got time today.
There's 10 minutes before the polls open.
I also understand that everybody is not me. And people should not have to be harassed while you're standing in line to vote. But just be prepared.
Yes.
Be prepared.
So again,
call me for voter escort.
Yeah. But the misinformation, disinformation. So we just have to make sure that we continue to educate ourselves. So what we're going to try to do is just things that we have heard, through the news, things we have heard on the sound bites, things that we have heard, the rhetoric, the culture wars, just to try to give some clarity
tonight.
And so there's words that they like to throw around, that everything that the Democratic Party is, they are the party of communists and communism. They are the socialist party. And so when other people say that, when you hear your friends say that, one of the first questions I would ask is, that was cool. I didn't mean to do that. It came like perfect time.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they say that, when you have that moment, the first thing I would do is ask them, define communism, define socialism, because they're not going to know. They're not going to know what it is. They're just going to repeat some talking points that they heard. So the Communist Party that they are referring to is the Communist Party of Russia or China. But if you really look at what communism is, it really is, it's almost authoritarianism. It is, we're in control. And if you really disagree with us or go against us, you could potentially suffer consequences. And so it seems like that is really what they want to do currently now. They will continue to scream socialism. And also, another question to ask is, which person have you heard describing anything that lines? Once they give you the definition of communism, then make them, again, tell you which candidate they heard that had talking points that supported communism or socialism. Because what they do take is, there is a large group of people that want equality for all. No one is trying to take anything away from anyone in this world. Nobody's trying to take nobody's guns. Nobody. And they've been saying that since, I don't know, Obama took everybody's guns. I don't know how anybody's even got any. Because every year somebody's taking guns. And nobody's came to my door ever in the almost 60 years that I've been on this earth and said, ain't that something?
Oh, okay, go ahead. All right.
Yeah. And nobody's ever knocked on the door and said, give me your guns. It's never happened. But again, to have conversation and questions, ask them again, what is communism? What is socialism? And again, which candidates have you heard speak that lines with the definition that they gave? Because,
and then also, what's so bad about it? What's so bad about socialism? That's how we get firefighters.
Yeah.
That's how we get ambulance, which now they don't try to start charging people. So
yes.
So much for that. Yep. EMS is not a socialist activity anymore.
Yeah. Social Security. So really anything. But again, it's just the narrative that they try to shape. That again, that everybody wants something for free. And in a capitalistic society, the people on the bottom always have to stay on the bottom. So generosity is the only thing that can destroy capitalism, to make sure everyone has. And we've said before multiple times that there is more than enough resources in this world, in this country, in this nation, everywhere to make sure that everybody has what they need. And so, but the community, the conversation again is they want everything for free. Nobody wants to work. They're lazy. The same messaging that continues to come. But I just encourage you and invite you to have these conversations. When you hear these words, make those people explain, because they will shut down immediately because they have no clue. They have no idea what those things mean. They are just, again, parroting what they have heard. So as we move forward, we're going to try to, again, continue to.
And we understand not everybody is confrontational. Wayne ain't even confrontational, really. But just know when you hear.
You want me to be?
Hey, try it. You can try it. Just know that when you hear these things, even if you don't.
But don't push me.
If you don't question them out loud, just take a step back and think about it yourself. Do some self-reflection. Like, is what they saying really so bad? Is the socialist really that bad? And the democratic socialist? Because that's the word I keep hearing, the democratic socialist.
Yeah.
Like Bernie.
Yeah. And again, anyone who, again, this is just their conversation. This is their buzzwords that they're going to continue to use. So again, find out what these things mean, and especially in your circles, in your groups, when people say those things, again, make them. That's the next question is define that. And if you want to ask them to spell it first, you can. Because some of them can't even spell it, but definitely define it. And again, which candidate have you ever heard the definition that you just gave? Because no candidate has ever said, give everybody free stuff. Nobody's ever said that. There's not one candidate that's ever ran on take guns. There's no candidate that's ever ran on give everybody free stuff, and nobody has to work, and we just want to give the whole world away. Nobody's ever said that. But what we do want is equality. What we do want is people to have the necessities and the needs of life. What we do want is if someone made a bad decision 20 years ago and got a charge, and they need some resources now, that they can get a house or a loan right now, 20 years later, 30 years later, that they don't have some charge on their record that says you can't even buy a car, can't get a house, can't get any assistance, can't get anything.
And for you Bible thumpers, we want to take care of the least of these.
Yes.
I think that might be in the red letters.
That's in the red letters.
I think that's what Jesus Christ, these Christian followers.
Yeah, that's what Jesus said.
I think Jesus Christ said that.
Yeah.
So, again, just call them on their oxymoronism.
Yes.
I know that's a word, but.
And there are some things to be confrontational about. You don't have to be confrontational about everything, but there are some things.
Hey, Sonia.
Dr. Vernon John.
In. We love you too.
Dr. Vernon John said, when you see a good fight,
get in it.
Get in it.
Yep.
But recognize a good fight and not an unnecessary fight.
Did we have a name for that segment?
Yes, I said we won't pay attention.
I might fell asleep for a minute. What'd you say? What's the name of the segment?
Now you want me to be confrontational right
What's
now.
The name of the segment?
You want me to be confrontational?
What's the name of the segment? This concludes
dismantling disinformation.
I'm glad that was it. Okay. Now we need a little jingle at the end.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna find a jingle.
Also, there is a push from the from Black Voters Matter, from the National Council of Negro Women, and from the NAACP, a lot of organizations, to get 1 million Black voters registered across this country before the midterms. And so one of the things that they have an initiative that they're pushing forward is to have a house party with you and at least 10 of your friends. Now, if you want to go all out and do house party like Kid and Play and Martin, all of them, whatever, That's cool. But the ask is invite 10 of your friends, 10 people already in your circle, or 10 people maybe that you want to get to know. Maybe you got some new neighbors you want to know. I don't know. But invite them in and talk to them about the importance of this upcoming election. We know that the biggest voting block is the non-voter. And we know, all of us know at least one person who didn't vote in this last primary election here in North Carolina and who didn't vote in 2024 in the presidential election. We want to mobilize those people. We want to give them the information that they need and impress upon them how important it is to be involved in this democracy, for lack of a better word. Not one of my favorite words, but to get involved. Somebody's going to win, whether they vote or they don't vote. Somebody's going to win. Mm-hmm. And that person and party will have the power to affect your entire life. So I don't really understand why people would just be passive in that. Like you just would allow things to happen to you. I don't really know any people like that, but I know people like that, because if you're not participating, then you just are setting yourself up to be picked off. Right. And so we want to, again, just impress upon them how important it is to get out and to participate, because somebody's going to win. And it ain't Jesus Christ. So for all y'all people that's going in and writing in Jesus Christ's name or Mickey Mouse, they're not going to win. Right. And also for those people who say, God is in control. God is in control. But I think, again, for you Bible thumpers, it says faith without works is dead. Fannie Lou Hamer interpreted and said, you can pray until you faint. But if you don't get up and do something about it, God is just not going to plop it in your lap. Like, God hates slothfulness, laziness. Like, he hates those things. So you just sit around and just wait for God to do everything. Like, I don't, he might call you like lukewarm and spew you from his mouth. Like, for those people who, love God and Christianism. Keep making the words.
Christianism?
Yeah.
I like it.
Whatever it is. Again, so set up a house party. Invite me. I don't really like parties. I'm normally more of an introvert, but I'll come to your party. I'll come to your Black Panther party. In the words of Forrest Gump. Yeah, so if you are so inclined, it could be at your house, it could be at your favorite brunch spot. Invite 10 of your friends so you can talk to them about how important it is to vote. It's super important. I think for the last 10 years, we've been saying this is the most important election of our lifetime. And we have been right every single time. We've been right every time. All right. So next on the agenda, we have a busy weekend coming up. But hey, I don't think that's anything different for the Wilhelms.
Oh, no.
The Wilhelms be outside. We just be outside.
I feel like we live in New York.
Never sleep.
Never sleep.
You get your sleep. Don't worry about it. Now, one thing you're going to do is get that sleep.
Hey.
But I digress. We're not talking about that. So one thing we're doing, do you have it up? Do you have my my slides up? So tomorrow night, the NAACP is being recognized at the inaugural gala, the Legacy of Leadership Gala.
I found it.
Sponsored by.
Send him an email?
No, but I did tell you to pull it up. Sponsored by the Iota chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So they will be recognizing the NAACP and giving us an award for advocacy, which is one of the many things that the NAACP, the Raleigh Apex branch, does. And so tickets are probably already sold out. But I wanted to make you just aware
It is.
My engineer just was not, he was supposed to have this ready. So anyway, do you have the other one ready? That's happening next week.
Oh, I do have that one. I think that's in the chat.
Okay. So also next week, next Thursday night at 5:30, there will be a Black mental health conversation hosted by the Black Mental Health Movement, the Black Mental Health Conference. June is Men's Mental Health Month. And so this is a conversation that is focused on and centers men and their mental health. And so there will be a panel discussion. Wayne is participating on that panel. There's been some questions.
There's some questions.
There've been some questions. Because it is sponsored by the Black Mental Health Movement. It is Black Mental Health. But Wayne is a panelist. So it may be all in just kind of how you identify these days. But I think Wayne has well, not unique, but it's a different perspective. Of course, he can't identify or
James Cone said I could.
What James Cone said you could do? Oh, he said you? Oh, well, James Cone said it then.
I would say it. If
James Cone said it
in your spirit,
then you could do it. Anywho, anyway, Wayne will be on the panel along with several other people talking about men's mental health. And there is a special segment for young people, ages 18 to 35, young men. And I know that, if there's going to be a mental health crisis in men, young boys, it normally comes in that age range between the ages of 18 and 22. If they're going to suffer from mental health crisis. So we want to make sure that they know where the resources are, that we remove the stigma from seeking mental health services for our young people, our young Black boys. And I think, Black men and Black boys they do have a different experience here because, everything white men experience, Black men experience, and then overlay that with some racism. Okay. And it gets a little heavy. So, Black men want the same thing that white men want, but we also want to be minus the extra layer, that extra racism piece. So we'll show the maybe the flyers coming up. So if you are not busy, I didn't say it is next Thursday, again, 5:30, dinner will be served. And also, if you are a professional and you need continuing education credits, you can get 2 of them, 2 hours of continuing education credits. It will be held at Shaw University, Shaw in partnership with the Black Mental Health Movement at their Etsy Hall. And so I am looking forward to it. Not a Black man. I have invited several Black men, so hopefully they show up for the information. If you are a Black man or a Black man, please invite them out to the Black Mental Health Conference, Black Mental Health Conversation next Thursday, June 4th, 5:30, 5:45 for dinner. 5:45 at Etsy Hall on the campus of Shaw University. Still no flyer. Okay.
I'm working.
All right. I think that was all I had.
Getting down.
It's time to start disembarking. Is there anything else you want to share?
I'm disembarking with some pictures in just a minute.
I will just disembark and say, sometimes, not often for me, but sometimes we can be wrong. Sometimes we can be wrong, right?
Can I record this?
And
hold on. Can I record this?
I mean, this is not about me.
This
is not about me.
This is about somebody.
This is about somebody else. But I'm saying sometimes, people have a problem of, admitting when they're wrong, and you can't be right all the time, right? So there was this viral video where this police officer stopped this woman. They were doing a sting operation about distracted drivers and people having their telephones in their hand. So this police officer pulls over this woman and he says, I saw you. So he pulls over and you don't see, but he said, I'm pulling you over. We're doing this sting operation about distracted driving, and I saw you with the telephone in your right hand. And so she holds up her right arm and she doesn't have a hand. She doesn't have a right hand. She just has this arm. And so she was like, no, I wasn't. I definitely wasn't holding the phone in my right hand because I don't have a hand. He said that she was. He saw her with the phone and he gave her a ticket. So this lady got to go to court. She had to go to court just for that to be thrown out. And I'm just like, dude, clearly she was not holding the phone in her right hand. Like, we got body cam video like this. Have y'all seen the video? Have y'all seen that viral video? So sometimes, I don't know, you can't be so arrogant and proud that you can't admit that you made a mistake. We're all going to make them. Just be adult enough to say, okay, I made a mistake. Have a good day. Right? This is a sting operation. He's probably is going to catch some people distracted. And I mean, while we here talking about distracted drivers, I don't have nothing against puppies, dogs. But if you're holding a dog and you driving and that dog is in your arms and his head is out the window, you distracted. That is distracted driving.
Big time.
But nobody says anything about that. They stopping people because they got air fresheners in their mirror and stopping people for talking on the phone, holding the phone in their right hand when they don't have a right hand. Like, I'm just saying, let's be sensible. And if you're wrong, it's okay. Say you're wrong. Be an adult about it. Maybe ask for forgiveness if you need to. And just get over it. All right.
I thought
I have carried this show. I don't know what else to do.
You carried it?
I've carried the show.
You've been talking for 5 minutes.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm gonna find you flyer.
So I don't see a whole lot of chatter in the chat. Nobody has told us what their plans are for the summer. What plans do you have for the summer?
Plans you got for the summer? Come on.
What questions do you have about the election that's coming up? What question do you have about that HB 1232 that says if you are out here trying to have an abortion, life starts at fertilization. And so if I want to read it. I want to read what the word says.
Read it.
Oh, I am. Okay, it says it is a matter of indisputable scientific fact that a distinct and separate human life begins at the moment of fertilization. As such, that new human life is recognized by the state as an individual person entitled to the protection of the laws of this state from the moment of fertilization until the moment of natural death. Any person who willfully seeks to destroy the life of another person by any means at any stage of life or succeeds in doing so shall be held accountable for attempted murder or for first-degree murder, respectively. Any person has the right to defend his or her own life or the life of another person, even by use of deadly force if necessary. So if you are seeking, again, healthcare and abortion, you can be charged with attempted murder or for first-degree murder, which is punishable by death. I need for people to be, I don't know, up in arms about that. If you are of childbearing age, if you have daughters that are of childbearing age, or if you have young daughters that one day will be of childbearing age, just know that all of the onus is on them and nothing on the person that got them pregnant. There is no law, again, because nobody has written it yet, but maybe I will submit it to somebody and say, hey, let's give 14-year-old boys vasectomies. It's reversible. They won't be getting nobody pregnant. It will not be no unplanned pregnancies.
Whatsoever.
None. None. I promise you. So yeah, just be aware that these people out here, and also I did learn this at Advocacy Day that a bill does not have to pass. We don't have a budget. I don't know. We day 334. I don't know. Without a budget, they can pass a budget and put this language in it. And it's not a bill that went to the floor. There's no vote on it. They can pass a budget and put this language in the bill. And when you pass a budget, this is also part of it. So people get scared and be like, yeah, I don't want to say no to the budget. Excuse me, but you're saying no to killing people who are seeking abortions. Say it with your chest, like just tell people what it is. Yeah, so that happened today or yesterday that he filed it. Dead air.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Nope, that's it.
That's it.
That was it. So I want to go back and check the chat. We have people on, but there's nothing unless I'm missing it.
Oh.
Here we go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, you want to speak, Dr. Lucas?
Oh, wait.
I will send you an invite.
I guess because now I'm lost. Who's asking what, Doc? And send them your way for what? And why are you looking for a button to allow me to speak?
Oh.
Can I bring you on?
Sure, I'll send a link right quick.
We got 2 minutes.
We driving this ship. We are at the Helm.
I am. Still ain't seen no picture.
You about to be overboard.
I have not seen no flyer.
You about to be overboard.
And it's been about 15 minutes.
You about to
We've
be
been
overboard.
talking about it.
It ain't coming.
I hope you all and what's the one last week you wanted to show? You hold the same thing.
I don't know. What did I want to show last week?
That one?
This one?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I did find that one.
All right.
That's pretty good.
It's time for you to disembark.
Oh, did you find out the question?
No, what was the question?
I don't know. Dr. Libby said, who was asking?
Who's asking? I don't know. I don't know what that was. Jay, I have missed all of this. I have missed all of these things in the chat. So hey Valerie. Jay, I don't know what I said. I'm sure something. Oh. She said, who asked about Wayne being on the panel? So the biggest critics of Wayne comes from inside the house.
It'd be your own people.
I will say that. So Wayne's black sons.
It'd be your own
Actually
people.
had a question. Wayne's black sons and black daughters was like,
why is he on
we're
this?
so confused. Like this is Black Mental Health Conference, so what my daddy gonna do? So yeah, that was what it was. So so those are the people who asked him to his face, right? I'm sure there's some other people who be like, what's going on? But yeah, the loudest critics come from inside the house.
Inside the house.
I will say that.
Inside the house. Inside the house.
Inside the house. Because sometimes you just need to be humble.
Sometimes you need to be criticized.
You just need to be humble.
Humble.
You just need to be humble.
Just need to be humble.
You got this big head. You know how it is with the pastors. Everybody always want to give it up for the pastors. Sometimes the pastors just need to be like, hey, listen here. Take this trash out. Go grab some milk. And why you on this panel? Sometimes they just need to know. We just have questions. That's all.
Hating on the pastors. Hating on
That's
the
all.
preachers. Why? I just want to know why.
But hopefully his black sons will be there to support.
They just gonna complain.
See, so they can see.
They just gonna complain. That's all they're gonna do. That is all they're gonna do. So this week I did not get lost. I thought I was lost again when I tried to find that picture.
Oh, good.
I lost us again.
Great.
So, all right, it's time to leave.
Yep.
All right.
You got a word for the people?
I do.
All right.
I'm gonna say do you and be you. No matter what the critics say. No matter what.
That's a good word. It feels very personal.
No, it's not personal at all.
Oh, okay.
It's not personal at all.
Okay.
This is encouraging someone.
Okay.
That no matter what the critics say, You do you, and you be you.
If
And
you're
just
comfortable in it, hey,
be comfortable in your own skin. And if you're cool with it, and other people cool with it.
Doc said anybody can be a Black mental health advocate for sure. And you can't be Wayne and be surrounded by all these Black people and not be concerned about our mental health because, baby, we need to make sure we healthy.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. That's why we say
We need to make sure we healthy because sometimes we come home with some aggression. You want to take it out on the nearest person.
it be your own people.
On the nearest person. We need everybody to advocate for Black mental health. That's for the country.
Jay,
Absolutely.
Jay, I'm soliciting your prayers again.
Remember what? What we remember, Lisa? See, this is why we need back and forth conversation because I don't know. The comments are delayed. I don't really know what y'all are commenting on. I just need to know like what it says.
I just know Jay said he will pray for me, and I'm asking again. He know.
Pray for him. Pray for all of us. Pray for the world. Pray for the whole world. And like I said, Wayne loves it here. He loves it here.
I do.
He's blinking for help.
I love it here.
Blink 3 times. We gotta go.
Okay. So we out.
Thank you for that word, Wayne. Be you, be comfortable. Don't let nobody put you inside a box.
That's right. Don't do it.
Keep the walls out of the box.
Yeah.
Have a great 2 weeks. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
See you in 2 weeks.
All righty.
Bye.